What would make a man throw a woman out of a fifth floor window? Not a fight, not an accident, a decision. That's exactly what Tyson Tillman did to Tabitha Tanner, and the reason behind it is even worse than you can imagine. Tabitha Tanner was just 33 years old. She was from Chicago, born and raised. She wasn't just another person passing through life. Nah, Tabitha had a presence. People described her as sweet, affectionate, and beautiful. She had a way about her that made you want to be around her. She was the type to inspire others, especially online, where she'd share her thoughts on life. She was all about positivity, motivating people, especially women, to elevate themselves, to do better. She wasn't just talking the talk, she lived it.
First, I'd like to say we need to start instilling qualities in each other, because it starts with us as adults in order to raise the queens and kings of tomorrow. And we need to just conquer jealousy. Come on, it's just not fair. It's not right to each other. It's not humane to do something like that. We can't just walk all over each other and expect to sustain unity. It's just not going to work like that. Please get it together. Also, this poor education thing. Come on. Like, we need to educate ourselves and try to do something. So what? You're going to go to jail? What is your plan? You're going to go to jail, or you're going to go to jail, or you're going to, like, something bad is going to happen. What fate do you have without an education, or without, what are you going to do? Are you going to go to the army? Are you going to open a business? Are you going to, what are you going to do? Are you going to try to find a job? Are you, think of long term, think of longevity. What are you going to do to manifest a healthy lifestyle? Come on. What do you think is going to happen? And I would like to say, okay, this is a big one. So it's a lot of young kids that are not, it's a lot of babies, our babies, that are not talking when they should talk. And so now the parents get mixed messages. The mom doesn't even know if the baby needs to tell her something that's going on, or what's up. You have to stop with the poor grammar and teaching your kids. You have to start teaching them how to talk soon. And if they're not talking on time, welfare definitely offers. Get to your local welfare office and ask for some info. They offer free speech therapy, so please look into it. It is so important. Please look into it. Also, be very mindful of who you leave your kids with. Do not leave your kids with just anybody. You never know the message that they relay to them. Please. Remember, get to your local welfare office for info on free speech therapy. Thank you so much. God bless.
Let me tell you something. Tabitha was about uplifting people. She'd get online, talk about staying focused, setting goals, and breaking through the barriers that society puts in front of us. It wasn't just a post. It was her message to the world. She also had this love for cooking. Her followers watched her make everything from shrimp gumbo to potatoes. Simple stuff, but it showed her warmth, her personality, and her love for life. Now, the man at the center of this case was Tyson Tillman, a 38-year-old man who on the outside seemed to have it together. But there was more to him than just the regular guy walking down the street. Tyson had a girlfriend, and yeah, she was pregnant with his child. So this wasn't just some fling. Nah, they were living together, sharing their lives, building something, or so it seemed. On July 7th, 2022, Tabitha decided to visit Tyson at his apartment. She didn't know the danger that was about to unfold. She didn't know that when she walked, Through that door, she was walking into the beginning of the end. Now, here's the thing. Tyson didn't just have Tabitha in his apartment. His girlfriend, the one carrying their baby, was outside waiting for Tyson to open the door. She was pacing back and forth in the hallway around 10:50 p.m. She had no clue what was going on inside, but Tyson did. He knew exactly what was at stake. And that's where things started to get messy, real messy. So now we've got a problem. Tyson's girlfriend is out in the hallway waiting to come in, and Tabitha's inside. And what's Tyson doing? He's stuck, trying to figure out how to handle this. He doesn't want to get caught cheating, so what does he do? He panics. Instead of doing the right thing, opening the door, telling the truth, or even just saying goodbye to Tabitha, Tyson decided he needed to hide the truth. And his solution? Throw her out the window. Yeah, you heard me. Out the window. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're probably asking yourself, how could anyone do something like that? It doesn't make sense, right? But that's what he did. Tyson wasn't about to risk his girlfriend finding out about Tabitha. No, he wasn't having that. So, in a moment of desperation, Tyson decided to throw Tabitha out of that 5th floor window. It wasn't a fight. It wasn't an accident. This was a calculated move. He didn't want to be caught, so he made a decision that would end Tabitha's life. And here's the thing, Tabitha didn't just fall. Nah, she was thrown, and she wasn't fully clothed either. Her clothes came off during some kind of physical altercation, which only makes it worse. It's clear there was some kind of struggle. Tabitha was scared. She fought for her life in those final moments. And Tyson, he didn't rush to help. No. He left the apartment right after Tabitha fell. He didn't even care enough to check on her. He just left, probably hoping no one would figure out what had really happened. This wasn't just some random accident. This was a choice made in the heat of the moment. A choice that took Tabitha's life. And for what? So Tyson could cover up his secrets. And by morning, Tabitha's body was discovered, lying on the ground beneath that 5th floor window. The damage to her body told the whole story. Broken leg, facial injuries, and a lacerated heart. Those injuries weren't from a fall alone. Nah, that fall was just the result of a decision that Tyson made in a moment of pure selfishness. Moving on, the investigation would soon begin, and what the cops uncovered would change everything. So now, picture this. It's late at night in Chicago, inside that 5th floor apartment. Tabitha is there with Tyson. Things are tense. The girlfriend is downstairs, pacing, carrying his baby, waiting. And Tyson? He's trapped between keeping his secret and facing the truth. Make it make sense. Instead of dealing with it, Tyson's panic turns into action. He grabs Tabitha. A struggle breaks out. Clothes torn, fear rising, adrenaline pumping. It's chaos. And in a split second, Tyson makes the choice. He throws Tabitha out the window. Down she goes, falling through the night, naked, helpless, her life ending in seconds that felt like hours for anyone watching. And Tyson? He leaves, just walks out of the apartment like nothing happened. By 6:11 a.m. the next morning, her body is found. Paramedics pronounce her dead at 6:30. Broken leg, facial injuries, lacerated heart, every mark telling the story of that moment. And all because Tyson didn't want to be caught cheating. Cops start piecing it together. Doorbell cameras, neighbor surveillance, Tyson's movements, statements from the girlfriend, every detail lining up against him. At first, Tyson denies it. "I don't know what happened," he says, but then he admits there was a fight. Clothes came off, but still, he says she fell. Investigators dig deeper. They have video, timing, witness accounts. Then comes the phone call, recorded on an officer's body camera. Tyson tells a friend, "I threw this car out the window." Let me tell you something, that's not a misunderstanding. That's a confession. The Cook County medical examiner confirms the injuries are consistent with being thrown from a height. Nothing accidental about this. The evidence is stacking, and Tyson can't walk away from it. Friends and family gather outside the building, a low-key memorial. Respect, tears, memories. People remembering who she was before that night, not just how she died. Tabitha inspired people, pushed women to do better, and now that motivation is mixed with grief and anger. Moving on, Tyson's history comes into play. Since 2003, he's been sentenced to prison 8 times, mostly for drug-related offenses. Now he's charged with first-degree murder. His attorney tries to say it's too soon to know if it was intentional. The judge disagrees, denying bail, saying the evidence is significant. But the community's talking too. People online are calling it like they see it. He was cheating, she wouldn't leave, and he threw her out. It's sketchy, it's tragic, and it's painfully real. Tyson is arrested, evidence in hand, the timeline clear, phone calls, surveillance, medical reports, everything pointing toward his guilt. Courtroom time, Judge Mary Marubio presiding. Tyson's defense says there's doubt, maybe it was an accident, but the prosecution highlights the confession, the girlfriend's testimony, and the physical evidence. Key moment? The officer's body. Cam plays. Tyson's own words. I threw out the window. That line echoes through the courtroom. Verdict, first-degree murder. Sentence, justice begins. His future and Tabitha's past collide in that courtroom, and the truth of that night can no longer be ignored. Outside, friends, family, and the community remember Tabitha for who she was, not just how she died. A woman who inspired, motivated, and lived with purpose. Girl. Her life was vibrant, full of color, and that energy is still felt by everyone who knew her. Her death is a warning too. Domestic violence can touch anyone, even someone you think is safe with. Keep your eyes open, look for the signs, speak up, protect each other, and even now her memory continues to motivate. People are inspired to stand stronger, love harder, and fight for justice. Tabitha Tanner may be gone, but her story is far from forgotten.